Hello. Good morning. Welcome to the video diaries for the Lightning Seeds 35th anniversary tour, part 2, leg 1. Now, when we left the tour after, was it leg 6? I can't remember. In the tail end of last year, 2024. We were under the impression that the tour was done. That was foolish of me, wasn't it? It's since been extended by another 4 weeks, which is happening as you know because this is the past to you now. And the first day is today. It is 3 hours away in Ipswich, a place I don't think I've been to before. So I had work until very late last night. And I need to get going, really, so that I can get to Ipswich and we can start the tour at the Corn Exchange. So, here goes. Like the magic. First room of the tour. Ow, ow. Yeah, I mean, it's a travelodge, it is what it is, isn't it? These pillows look really small for that bed. But it passes the tests, the 2 tests, plug sockets by the bed, and USBs by the bed, good marks, and an openable window, which I might... No! It's a trick! It looks like an openable... No, they failed the test and I cut my finger. Ow. They also gave me... I was like, I tend to just get an extra milk because I like milky tea. And they gave me loads and I couldn't say no because I'm a people pleaser. But yeah, it seems good. I mean, everything else seems I look a bit bedraggled after a long trip. Shower, no bath, it's fine. That's all I need. It's good. What does this do? Ooh. This is aircon. Is it aircon? If it's aircon, then I don't need the window. I am just heading to the venue now. Weird this time because it's the first one of the tour, and despite it being the second part of last year's tour, I'm not really sure what to expect. I know there's been rumours and a song they played in Greece last week, which we haven't heard since the Jogfication tour. Won't spoil that for you, just in case you are watching this live-ish. So I've got a vague idea what to expect, just from last year plus, recent history. But who knows? They could throw anything at us. Few new things, I expect. We'll see. Beautiful venue. It looks kind of old churchy. I don't know if it ever was, because the ceiling doesn't look very churchy, but the wall bits here, they look very churchy. Anyway, this is the Corn Exchange in Ipswich. Beautiful venue. Got my position at the front. Let's go.
tonight. We're the Lightning Seeds. Thank you. Thanks very much. Hello there as well. Thank you.
Good morning, Ipswich. Oh no, that's last night's pot noodle there. So Ipswich Football Stadium's just there. Can't really see it. Welcome to rainy Ipswich. This time, oh my hair, wow. This time around I'm limiting myself to a single minute for each of these kind of gig reviews because when I looked back and did it last time, some of them were waffling and rambling, and as much as I love doing that, it's no good for everyone watching. I don't watch them back. So that minute starts now. Hey, so Ipswich Corn Exchange, really good gig, first one of the tour. Set list I have here, thank you, Will. There you are. Enjoy. It's using up valuable seconds though. So, life's too short, change, sense, ready or not, what if, Emily, smile, sugar, iceberg, wave it, taste happen. Perfect, all I want, you showed me, whole wide world, lucky, 3 lines, pure, marvellous, be my baby, the life of Riley. So, good to hear Life's Too Short back. That's the first time I think we've heard that this year, apart from one of the dates in Greece where they did it recently. Ready or not, always my favourite, as we've established, but it felt different. Nothing was different. I think some of the volumes of the backing was higher than it was last time I heard it, but it will forever be my favourite song. Lovely to see Emily Smiles back. Weird that didn't have Losing You before it, but it doesn't always. To go Perfect, All I Want, You Showed Me is new, because usually it's Perfect, You Showed Me, almost always back-to-back Perfect, Then You Showed Me. So that was interesting. One of the bigger changes was what they also did in Greece recently, which is, so 3 Lions last year, I've gone over my minute. Damn it. Three Lions last year was started at the very end of the set, then it moved to the end of the main set, and now it's moved up another one to Before Pure. I think it works. These are Lightning Seas gigs. Let's give the audience a Lightning Seas ending. Really, really good. Lovely to hear all these songs again. I'm told there might be another couple in the works as well, so watch this space for that. Ipswich was great. Let us go on now to, where are we going? Bath, to Bath. Sorry, look, I know I've really failed at this 1 minute thing, but I didn't talk about What If. What If has a new arrangements, a new backing. It's got the sound that you hear throughout the start of it. Yeah, it's really good. I think Riley's playing they're string parts, or band, or maybe brass parts throughout the verses and the bridge, which I don't think we've heard before. So that was really nice. Right, definitely off to Bath now. Definitely off to Bath. Welcome to Bath, one and all. It's quite muggy out today. I don't know what to do jumper-wise. It might be very cold later if I don't. Anyway, those are logistical things that are pointless to record on this. Heading straight to the forum now. It is, don't have watch on, it is a time, about 5, so plenty of time before doors at 7. Let's see if we get anything different. These lights keep going on and off. It's really frustrating. Let's see if we get anything different tonight to last night. Let's go to the forum.
I think the King's Head, I know, I thought it was a fancy thing, but anyway.
Could not believe my soul. Tried so hard, but the devil wouldn't let me go. And there keeps on changing, and the truth all I found. And there keeps on lying, but the truth all around. Big guitar solo in. Massive. Missing out. Be amazing. Your man to be getting blown at this point. But I tried so hard, and I could not believe my soul. Tried so hard, but the devil wouldn't let me go. And where keeps on changing, and the truth all I found. And where keeps on lying, but the truth all around. Nice one, thank you.
So thank you for helping us celebrate 35 years of the Lightning Seeds. Gone in a flash. This was track 1 of the first album. Or hide away, can't escape from the things that lie in the way. So take it, leave it, break it, anyway you can't get back to yesterday. But all You've been away so long, too long. What's wrong with us today? We're running out of funny things to say. Oh, I was glad we made it. I never thought to see the day. But what if now, after all, what if everything you've got made you want more? After all, what if now you're still not sure? Remember when I thought could last forever and a day? Let's get back to waking up that way. Love, I'm almost glad we've made it. I never thought I'd see the day. Hey, what if now, after all, what if everything we've got made you want more? After all, what if now you're still not sure? Before you slip, take a friendly tip from a friendly place on a sinking ship. Don't ever doubt it. Scream, shouting eyes. So now, after all, what if everything you've got made you want more? After all, what if now you're still not sure? What if now? What if happens to you? What if happens to you?
I am what the children would call a hot mess, except this isn't what a hot mess is. I'm literally just hot and a mess. Today was Bath, lovely little venue, and not even little, about 1,500, 1,400, quite big, lovely big venue, in fact. Really nice acoustics. The set was the same songs in a slightly different order. I also noticed that Riley was playing a different part in Marvellous, or an extra part in Marvellous that I'd not noticed before. I don't know if he was doing it yesterday. I will go back and check. So yeah, not much to report from this one. It was brilliant. Obviously it was brilliant. I got a shiver down my spine during Pure. Waiting for Today to Happen continues to be one of the best songs ever written. It makes me cry almost every time. It's just such a beautiful, sorrowful song. And it reminds me of a lot of things. COVID times, especially. That was my COVID song. Very much kind of Waiting for Today to Happen. Just, a lockdown song, if you will. I've gone over my minute, but only by a little bit. I'm staying in Trowbridge tonight, and then I will drive back to Swindon tomorrow. And then I am driving up to Northampton for the next gig. And I will see you there for that.
You know I can't stay home with all this time to kill. Oh God, I can't sit still tonight. I've gotta make some noise, I'm jumping up and down. Gotta get out now, gotta shout out loud. Oh, you make me feel alright. It's like the tippermost, toppermost high. Oh, it's you,
some pedal work.
Oh, man,
What are you doing?
I'm just doing a bit of a fix for Jay from Casino.
Awesome.
It's come to me because I normally work with Casino. Hello. I do a little bit of work with Casino, don't I?
Yeah,
Jay?
you're the best.
So yeah, so it's rather strange to be kind of like, you know, looking after my children and then me with the big ones. So yeah, so just Jay just comes to me and asks me if I can.
seasons, our child like a baby.
I know. I am like Nanny McPhee, aren't I? You know, except sort of like when you need me but don't want me, so if you're gonna, I'm there anyway. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing at the moment, bud.
Awesome.
There you go.
Just having a look from up here. So this one's a sellout. It's a very small venue, and you can see it's about 700 capacity, which is one of the smaller ones. It's not big. I have a green light. It's not big, but it's a lovely little venue. These are the venues that I love the most, so I can't wait.
So much. We're mostly playing old songs, but this was actually, I don't know, Ray. But this was our last single actually, and it was, I was very lucky in my career to meet a guy called Terry Hall, who sadly lost, and I wrote a lot of songs with him, and I used to love that, you know, and this was the last song I got to write with him.
hello to tomorrow.
see you again sometime, I hope. Thanks again, you've been really great. Thank you.
Right, 1 minute to talk about the Northampton gig starts now. Really lovely venue, 700 capacity, really small, perfect for what I like. That's my sort of gig. The one change I noticed tonight was that, or last night rather, was that Ian sung the last verse of Perfect down an octave. Not sure if that was because his throat wasn't the best or he wasn't feeling great or whatever. Again, that's something that you'd only notice if you're looking for it. The other things, in fact, I'll drop that clip in after this. Other things I'm still noticing, I think Adele's still playing something else different in Three Lions, or I've just not noticed it before, so I'm going to keep an eye on that, see if I can learn that. New version of What If gets better and better and better the more they do it as well. Really nice. Here comes my minute. Not going to do it. I'm still undecided about having Sugarcoat Iceberg so high in the set. It feels like, because Lucky You used to make inroads that end of the set, and it's swapped with Sugar now. I still think it should be later, but then it's really good for getting the energy up early doors. So, yeah, undecided about that. Understand why it's there. For reference, I didn't like Lucky You there either, but this is why I am not in charge. But for many, many reasons, I think those should all be at the end. But then, what do you put in after Ready or Not at the top? So, you know, it is what it is. It's you've got to get a pacer up there, something really beaty and fast, and Sugar works. So, yeah, I think it just feels weird. But I guess that's just because I'm used to having Sugarcoat Iceberg at the end of the set for a long, not the end, but near the end of the set for a very long time. So I think it's just me getting used to things. Don't like change. I do like the song change. This has got complicated. I'm going to go. I've doubled my 1 minute. Right, a few days off, and then we are back on the road on Thursday. I can't even remember where, so I will see you wherever that is. Bye bye. On to the next one.